Because someone might say, how can you love someone you've never seen? Interesting. Paradox. Can you love someone you've never met? Can you love someone you've never seen? The obvious answer would be no. Yes? Does that make sense? If I ask you, can you love someone you never met? What will you say? The answer obviously is no if you have any common sense or if you're a human being. If you're not a human being, you won't be able to answer. Can you love someone you never met? The answer is no. Can you love someone you never seen? The answer is no. Because meeting and seeing are also part of the same thing. But Krishna is saying, because physical proximity means you're seeing the person. Proximity means you're right there. But Krishna is saying, you don't have to see me to get Mahi Bhav. That's what he's saying. Because if Vaidhi Bhakti, the goal of Vaidhi Bhakti is love of God. Yes? You agree? So now we're saying the goal of Vaidhi Bhakti is love of God, but we're practicing Vaidhi Bhakti to love someone we never saw, we never met. So it seems how is it possible? Because we just established, right? Can you love someone you never saw? And the answer is no. Yes? The answer is no. Can you love someone you've never seen? The answer is no. But then Krishna is saying, but you can love God who you've never seen, and you can love God whom you never met by Shravanam, Kirtanam, Dhyanam, Vipalam. He says, Mahi Bhav. Bhav means love. So this is the difference between material love and spiritual love. A material lover, an object of love in the material world, you have to meet them, you have to see them and meet them, then maybe develop love for them. But Krishna, who is invisible to us at the platform of bondage, due to our anarthas and avidya and aparad, he can be, by this process, we will get physical proximity, we will see him, and we will meet him, and we will know him. As it says in the second canto of Bhagavatam, Krishna will come and shake our hands. After Brahma never met Krishna personally. He never saw him. It was all by heart transmission. He's born from the navel on a lotus stem, Padmanabha, the lotus of Vishnu, but he couldn't even see his father. He was in darkness. That's pretty blind. It's like the child on the end of the umbilical cord in the womb of his mother. Can he see the face of his mother? The answer is no. So Brahma is on the umbilical cord of coming from the navel. The navel is the connection of the umbilical cord inside. Is it right? Yes? No? Yes. Child to the mother. So he's connected to the umbilical cord, which is a lotus, of Vishnu, and he manifests there in the lotus, in the Garbha. That's the lotus, Garbhadaksha Vishnu. And he says, where I came from? Who am I? What am I supposed to do over here? It's all dark in every direction. And then he never saw. And then he just heard a voice in the top. And then knowledge came in his mind and his heart. Tene Brahma yat adi. Tene Rida Brahma yat adi kavaye. So he received the knowledge. So this, we can't see Krishna, but by the process of bhakti, we will attain physical proximity and see him. So this is one level. He's saying that transcendental love for me does not depend on proximity, saninikarshena. Prema develops by following the instructions of Shastras, such as hearing about Krishna, seeing his form. I said that. By following. But the gopis are already on the path of rag bhakti, spontaneous devotion. They have fully perfected their rag, sneha, man, pranaya, rag, anurag, bhav, mahabhav, madan bhav. And they have loving attachment for God, and they've already attained this eternal association of pure love. They have realized the perfection of bhakti, devotion to God, by entering the circle of Krishna's intimate love, the Ras Mandala, which is the eternal celebration dancing in Krishna's eternal loving service. On Rag Marg, Raganuga Bhakti, a devotee certainly follows all the scriptural injunctions and performs devotional activities like hearing and chanting, seeing the deity, deity darshan, and meditating on Radha and Krishna. But unlike Vaidik Marg, he does this with intense greed and strong desire to enter the circle of intimate sweet love in Madhurya Braja Prem. The Braja Gopis had already perfectly realized the goal of Raganuga Bhakti by the purity of their love. I mean, the sadhana siddha gopis I'm speaking of. The nitya siddhas, they didn't follow any Raganuga Bhakti. They're naturally anuragis, and that's their eternal identity and position because they're expanded from Krishna's Ladani Shakti. But many of the gopis, sadhana siddha gopis, the Municharis, Rishicharis, they had perfectly realized the goal of their Raganuga Bhakti practices by the purity of their love. So obviously the Braja Gopis were already on the level of Krishna Prem and Uttama Bhakti. Therefore, they should stay there. That's why Krishna says, you shouldn't really go home because you're Premi Bhaktas. And as long as you're not a Premi Bhakti, you have to keep going home. Going home means take another birth. You approach Krishna, you don't quite attain his proximity, you go back and get another body. Then you approach Krishna, you don't attain proximity, you don't enter the Rasamandal, you go back and do more hearing, chanting, remembering, more Raganuga Bhakti. Going back to the Griha, Pratiyata Tato Grihan. Grihan means Griha. Griha means Garbha, the home of the womb, the house of the womb. The womb, the Garbha. The Garbha is also Griha for the baby, the fetus. So Krishna is saying, unless you're perfected in your Shravana, Darshana, Dhyanam, and you attain Bhav, then you have to Pratiyata Tato Grihan. You have to go back to your home. Means try again, die, take another birth, and finally attain Krishna's. When you have Mahibhav, when you're full of Bhav and Prem, then Sanikarshena, you attain very tight, intimate, eternal connection with Krishna. Your love attracts him to your side. You don't have to, when you have Bhav and Prem, Krishna, he runs to your side, especially Prema. And this is one of the qualities and characteristics of devotion. And Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami Pad is telling about this.